Welcome to Love, Reset, and Glow. This isn't a place where you are going to find everything perfect. This is a real place where you can find your true self. Stop pretending and living the life you always wanted. Be clear what it means to be fighting with yourself. Fighting with yourself is when you are not accepting where you are and you start criticizing every single step you do in your life. Why I'm not ahead, why I don't have the car I want, why I don't have the career that I wanted it, why I'm not skinny yet, or why I don't have that perfect body I want. Three things that help us a lot when we have acceptance. The first one is clarity, calm, and honesty. So these three key words are super important because if we don't have any of those or we have just some of them, it's not going to help us during that process. We always are criticizing ourselves all the time. We don't accept where we are today, and we wish we want to be in a certain place or having a certain thing, because that thing is going to make us happy. So that's why it is important, the acceptance of where you are today, to know where you're going to go later, or what is the plan you have to do. And let me tell you, this type of system, the Love, Reset, and Glow, you can accept it and you can put it in any place of your life. You can do it with money, you can do it with your health, you can do it in a relationship, in any area of your life. And that system is going to help you to realize what is really happening, what actually matters for you, and what is important in your life. Because what I realized is most of the stuff I was doing, it was just for the fear of other people, what they think I should be, or what other people will think about me if I don't act a certain way, or what, anyways, like any type of situations where I felt like I had to perform, I had to be this person for everybody else, but at the inside, that is not what I was feeling. So that's what is so important for you to understand, that stop pretending and start seeing what you really have inside. What are your feelings? What it moves you? What are the things that it makes you happy? It's gonna create this life that you only can design, because your perfect life is not gonna be the same one as mine. I have different goals and I have different things I want to do. So that's why it is so important to stop, reassess, and see what is the next level or the next. Sounds familiar? Yes, it does. Because the number one person we have to convince to accept ourselves is us. Because we don't want to accept where we are, so we always are looking into other places where to find that comfort. So from the moment we are not accepting where we are and we are not working together with ourselves, with the inside, with that little voice is telling us how not good we are or how bad we are in certain areas, that is not helping us, because we are doubting ourselves all the time. So every step you do, you always are gonna have that voice that is telling you like you are not enough. That's why it is so important for us to connect we are thinking like we need to be accepted by others to be available to accept ourselves. But the reality is not like that. You need to start on you first. And for those things to happen, you need to stop pretending, stop being okay when you are not okay. Stop being like pretending like you are living the best life of your life. The other big mistakes we make, I especially did, is like every time I had to stop or I had to do something or make some changes, it feels like I had to restart the whole thing again. But the reality is not that. The reality is you are doing a pause to reassess where you are and to make plans for the next move. So, what I personally think is every time we stop intentionally, okay, or unintentionally, there is only two options. One is something we cannot control, or the second one is it is a reason, it is the biggest reason. So, in my case, every time I reassess where I am, it's because something that doesn't feel connected with who I am or what is the next thing I want to do. Maybe if I'm doing, I don't know, a cooking lesson or I'm studying about something and that doesn't feel right, okay, that means I have to stop and I need to reassess where I am. That's what I said. This, it will change your life because the love, reset, and glow is exactly what you have to do in every area in your life. So if you are studying something or if you are about to get into a weight loss journey or whatever it is, especially now that we are in the beginning of the brand new year, 2026. It's a lot of goals we plan, and then by the end of this year, the 2026, we get so frustrated because we didn't finish anything. Or maybe we did, but we still are, oh, I should have done that, I shouldn't finish this, and stuff like that. This is something when you find a way to change it or you find a way to control it, to know where you are, that's what is going to help you. And you're not going to have any problem with anything because pausing, it doesn't mean you are giving up. It means you are reassessing where you are today. The other big mistakes we make, I especially did, is like every time I had to stop or I always will have up and downs. Always, in everything, money, personal goals, anything. Let's say you plan to fix your house or to do an organization thing or whatever you are working on. You always will have pause in it. The problem is how we take that pause into a good thing, a positive thing, or a bad thing, right? So if when we stop, let's say we are cleaning half of the closet, okay? And then we have to stop because one of our kids got sick and you have to go pick them up and do whatever. What do? When you come back, do you throw everything inside the closet the same way it was? Or you just move it out of the way and then you come back when you can, okay? You see the mentality in there is totally different because you need to stop and you need to assess where you are. And then you make a next plan to see how you're gonna finish that closet, that diet, that whatever you are working on. So do not give up on yourself. Do not be so hard on you. That is the one thing I have learned for the last few years, that you need to accept where you are today to be able to make better plans. But don't be hard. Don't be so judgmental with yourself, okay? You're gonna have mistakes and it's okay. Everybody has them. So Try to be this year, 2026, more acceptant for yourself. Try to be more kind. Try to work with yourself instead than being the number one criticizer. This resonate with you. I'm glad this is a place where you are going to find your true self and glow. And this is not a place where you are going to fix it and watch this video. It's more about learning. See you next time. Who you really are. This and resonate with you. I'm glad you are here. This is just